Hi guys, welcome back to Reading Euphoria. My name's Georgia and today I am going to be coming to you with my October TBR. So I'm probably like the rest of you in that I don't even know where this year has gone. I don't know how that we're in October already. It just seems a little bit mental to me, but you know, it is what it is. We've just got to get on with it. So like I said, my October TBR, I'm planning on reading, I think there's 6 or 7 books in this TBR this month. I don't know whether that is a little bit optimistic because I am starting my new job next week, which is going to be very, very full on, but I am so excited about it. And then I've then got different bits going on with karate, and it's just going to be a little bit of a tough month to sort of find time to read, just because as well it is a new job, so I don't know how much time I'm actually gonna have. It's all new and I've just got to wait to find out really. But without further ado, let's just get on with my TBR. So the first book that I want to read this month is You Owe Me a Murder by Eileen Cook. This book is one of my thrillers slash mysteries that I want to get to this season. I'll link that video down below if you haven't seen it. I think there's sort of like 12 thriller mysteries that I want to get to in the next couple of months, and this book is one of them. I'm not entirely sure of this plot, but I want to keep it this way. I have intentionally not found out a lot about the plot, but I am really excited about this one. I've heard good things and it's a new author for me, so I really want to find out whether I like her writing or not. So we'll just wait and see really. I just want to sort of leave the plot not really knowing anything, so it's a little bit of more of a surprise for me, but we'll see how that goes. Next is The Greatest Cases of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. This book is also the same as You Owe Me a Murder. It's one of the mysteries that I want to get to over the next couple of months, so I'm selecting this one in this TBR. As I mentioned in that video, I haven't actually ever read Sherlock Holmes, which is just such a weird disappointment for me since I love it so much. I've seen the films and I've seen the BBC drama and I've literally watched that over and over again. But for someone who's such like a book nerd, I don't know how I haven't got to anything. So there's 10 stories in this one, which I am really excited for, and I just want to see the stories and read them on paper. I've obviously watched some of them in the drama, but I haven't actually ever read them and sort of then worked out the clues on paper. So I'm really excited to get to this one. I almost just want to open it now. I think that it will probably be one of the first books that I read in the month of October, just because it is a chunk, and I maybe will sort of spread them out over the month of October. So I'll maybe sort of read 1 or 2 each week, and yeah, we'll just see how that goes. Next is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerry Maniscalco. This is the first book in the series. I know that the 4th one is like coming out very soon, or it's even out yet, but this book, as you can guess from the title, is based on the tale of Jack the Ripper, or the true story of Jack the Ripper, and it's just basically another take on it, I believe. So there's a whole series of them with, I think there's 4 books, and I think that they all sort of take something from history and sort of then revamp it into fiction. So I'm very excited for this one, and yeah, I just want to see, because so many people love this series, I just want to sort of see whether I love it as well. And this one comes across as sort of a mystery thriller as well, because the whole tale of Jack the Ripper is sort of a whole mystery, and it's sort of filled with gore and everything like that. So I'm excited to see whether I like this series or not, and whether I will actually carry on with it. Next is We Told 6 Lies by Victoria Scott. This book is another one that I really want to get to over the next couple of months, and like I said, I'll link that video down below if you haven't seen it already. But this book, as well as You Owe Me a Murder, I'm not 100% sure on the plot. I think that it's based on sort of a couple, and I think that the girl goes missing and the boy is sort of lying to the police to sort of cover up her tracks, but I'm not entirely sure why, or then what more is going to happen in the story, but I do sort of want to keep it that way. The same with You Owe Me a Murder, just because I feel like that it will be such a better mystery if I don't really know a lot about it, so I am going to keep it that way. But I am very excited for this one. This has been on my TBR for a while now, and I just really want to get to it. Next is What She Found in the Woods by Josephine Angelini. This book is based on the main character Magda Magdalena, and I think that there's sort of a bit of a scandal in her hometown, or home city, sorry, of New York. She then escapes to the woods and she makes a friend out there, but then a body is then found and she then sort of then doesn't know who to trust, and it's just that whole creepy wood mystery, which obviously in a lot of scary movies there is sort of a wood and there's sort of a cabin in the wood, and that's just all very, very creepy to me. So to read it in a book, I think that it's going to be a very, very exciting book. It is also a new release out. So this was one of my most anticipated books of the year, so I was very excited about this when I picked this up at Yauk. But we'll just see how this one goes, whether I like it as much as I'm hoping that I like it. I am anticipating that it is going to be sort of one of my top 5 books of the year, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that that actually does happen, but we'll see what it's like when I actually do pick it up. Next is Day of the Accident by Nuala Elwood. This book isn't actually one of mine, it's my brother's girlfriend's book, and she's lent it to me because we're like swapping over books, which is really exciting. But she knows I love mysteries, and so we've been swapping mysteries over and over to each other. But she's then given me this one. I don't know much about the plot. I think that it's a adult mystery thriller. I'm just sort of reading from the back because I don't actually know a lot about this one. So it's based on the main character of Maggie, and I believe that then her daughter Elsbeth is found dead. She drowned when the car Maggie had been driving plunged into the river. Maggie remembers nothing, and when Maggie begs to see her husband, the police tell her that he has disappeared. He was last seen on the day of her daughter's funeral. What really happened that day at the river? Where has Maggie's husband gone? And why can't she shake the suspicion that somewhere, somehow, her daughter is still alive? So this book sounds like right up my street. It sounds like the perfect mystery thriller for me, well, mainly mystery. So I'm really excited to get to this one, and I hope that I love it just as much as what she did. And the last book that I want to read this month is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I have already read this one, and I've read Thunderhead as well, but I know that The Toll is coming out on the 5th of November, so I sort of want to reread the series so far. So I'm hoping that I can get to Scythe this month, and then Thunderhead the very beginning of November, ready then for my... I've pre-ordered The Toll, obviously, ready for my pre-order to arrive, so I'm very excited about that one. I believe that it is the last one in the series, so I absolutely love this series. I think that it is literally a work of art by Neil Shusterman, and I am so excited to see how it ends and see what happens in the last book. But yeah, like I said, I am hoping to get to this one and reread this month, and hopefully I'll love it just as much as I did the first time, because it is literally one of my favourite series ever. So those are the 7 books that I'm planning on getting to this month. Like I said, I don't know how much reading time I'm actually going to have with this new job, so I could potentially just get through 1 book, but I'm really hoping that I can sort of, on my days off, I can just sit there and chill out, because I know that I'm gonna need it, and just pick up a good book and just read it. So I am hoping that I will get to a lot. I'll also obviously have the evenings when I will need to chill out, but I also then have karate training as well, and England training on the weekend, so it's just gonna be a little bit hectic this month, sort of settling in. But we will see how it goes, and hopefully I will read a lot of these, since I love mysteries and I just want to read mysteries all the time, and this is basically what this whole TBR is based on, obviously apart from Scythe. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you again very soon in my next video. Bye!